More than 2 hours review meeting on Manipur health, but state future remains uncertain. Centre may extend precedent ruled or restore popular government as reports from various reliable sources differ. Manipur government freezes all administrative boundaries across the state from January 1, 2026 to March 31, 2027 to facilitate census operation. Boundary freeze aims to ensuring smooth and accurate conduct of census activities. Enforcement Directorate issues second provisional attachment order attaching asset worth 33 crore 66 lakh rupees in Ponzi scheme involving MS Birla Emporium Private Limited, MS Ira Finance Private Limited, their director Yunam Iravanta and others. And Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur marked 24th Foundation Day on the theme Cultivating Change from Education to Action. The Assam President Somorzit says education is a political tool. Education must ensure right to life with dignity. Hello and welcome to Impact News watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANGUJAM SHELLYRA bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Centre is planning to extend precedent ruled in Manipur, sources said, as Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Friday reviewed the ground situation in the violence-hit state with Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla and senior officials in New Delhi. The closed-door meeting, which lasted around 2.5 hours, focused on the prevailing law and order situation, security arrangement and rehabilitation of the internally displaced persons. Present at the meeting were Security Advisor Kuldeep Singh, Chief Secretary P.K. Goyal and Director General of Police Rajiv Singh. Precedent rule was imposed in Manipur on February 13, 2025 following the resignation of Chief Minister N. Birent on February 9. The State Assembly, which has a tenure till 2027, remains under suspended animation. The review is considered crucial as precedent rule is set to complete 1 year on February 13, 2026. Officials said the meeting also assessed the status of the IDP rehabilitation amid continuing ethnic violence between the Meitei and Kuki-Jo communities, which began on May 3, 2023. Although the state government recently initiated the return of some Meitei IDPs to villages near buffer zone, the move triggered protests with report of firing from nearby hill areas. On the other hand, another reliable report suggests that a new government may be formed in Manipur by the third week of January. According to the report received after yesterday's review meeting on Manipur chaired by Union Home Minister Amit Shah, Centre is actively exploring the possibility of facilitating the formation of a popular government in the state with precedent rules set to end on February 13. The report further indicates that a senior BJP MLA who has at least served for 10 years in the party may be considered for leadership of the new government. It also suggests that if a political consensus is achieved, the new government could be formed before January 21, marking Manipur State Day. Yesterday's meeting also discussed three-phase resettlement plan for internally displaced persons currently residing in relief camps. Under Phase 1, families whose homes suffered minimal damage will be rehabilitated first. Phase 2 will cover families whose houses have been reconstructed under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin (PMAYG). Phase 3 will focus on the resettlement of all hills and valley IDPs who had fled their respective homes during Manipur violence. The report notes that the centre's move towards restoring an elected government is linked to improvement in the law and order situation and progress towards peace and normalcy. It further adds that after the formation of the new government, sustained dialogue and confidence-building measures will be taken with civil society organizations, church bodies, Mera Paivis, student bodies and village authorities to strengthen trust and ensure long-term stability in the state. Government of Manipur has announced the freezing of all administrative boundaries across the state to facilitate census operation. According to a notification issued by the Home Department and published in the Extraordinary Manipur Gazette dated January 2, 2026, the boundaries of district, tehsil, villages and other administrative units will remain unchanged from January 1, 2026 to March 31, 2027. The decision has been taken under Clause 4 of the Rule 8 of the Census Rule 1990. The notification was issued on December 31, 2025 and signed by Ahantem Subhas, Additional Secretary, Home Government of Manipur. The boundary freeze is aimed at ensuring smooth and accurate conduct of census activities across the state. Meanwhile, social workers Sanjoy Ahantem terms the Extraordinary Gazette notification issued by Government of Manipur announcing the freezing of all administrative boundaries across the state for census as unfortunate. In a video statement, Sanjoy asserted that the Union Home Ministry has provision discouraging the conduct of census exercises in the states affected by conflict, boundary disputes and law and order instability, as such conditions pose serious safety risks, result in population displacement and lead to lack of public cooperation. Referring to the prevailing situation in Manipur since May 3, 2023, he pointed out that thousands of people have been displaced due to prolonged unrest, while free movement along the highways continues to be affected. He expressed concern that conducting a census under such circumstances could lead to serious complications and inaccuracies. Sanjoy further stressed the need for intellectuals, academicians, civil society organizations, and general public to collectively raise their voices for identification of illegal immigrants and implementation of the NRC in Manipur before the 2026-27 census.
Akhangahi singna ekoi konjel amato oina Manipur da changsil iba census tawna bagi Bharat Sarkar na su akakna ba step sing changsil masidage ekoi thingawna na ba tungi Manipur gi phibam ji kalhawna na bagi damakta census asi matam khara postpone tawna na ba NRC natragana Manipur da changsil iba mitop mihan cha mayam sing asi mapung phana detection tawraga makoi se hana already voter list da yawram batarga su makoi se voter list gi electoral roll dagi delete tawraga amsu makoi se magi lamda deport tawraga madu loi Manipur da census tawam thokte haibase masimyam punamakna demand tawam thui.
People of Wangoi Mamang Khaidam staged a protest rally today demanding justice in the murder of 27-year-old Janambam Tiningol Khaidam Ongbi Chawbadibi. The rally, organized under the banner of JSC against brutal murder of late Khaidam Ongbi Chawbadibi, began from Iram Sifai and proceeded to Wangoi Bazaar, with protesters raising slogans condemning the killing. Agitators demanded a thorough prompt arrest of all those involved and capital punishment for the perpetrators. A public meeting was held at Wangoi Bazaar following the rally. It may be recalled that Chawba went missing after leaving her home on the night of December 26. Her body was found the next day around 1 p.m. near Tiam Leisamthong, Ibudo Pakhangba Shrine. Police have so far arrested 4 persons in connection with the case, including the victim's husband, Khaidam Nareshwar, her mother-in-law, Khaidam Ongbi Indira Moirangthem Danazit of Langthabal, Laikhom Bazar, currently residing at Nompok Itel Manbi, Awang Lekai, and Kanan Baladevi alias Daneshwari of the Yaripok Bisnu Daha Bamol Lekai. GSC convener Chanambom Ibohol Mangang said that they will not claim her body until then unless truth behind her death is ascertained and culprits are booked. He urged the police to carry out a fair and thorough investigation into the case and to take appropriate legal action against those responsible, strictly in accordance with the law. As part of the investigation process, a set statement of the deceased family members have already been recorded.
Misi asigi achung balang jen puthok ti phawba asibak chang no roi phari ba miu anisina nata halami ba miu asigi chap cha balang jen oi ba proof hok chu phawba akhoi da watte mache khoi yaning de achung wal phang ti phawba akhoi na kerong sule palai roi akal makha ka yagi khongjang choi da ki laki gini GSC de police na piri ba magi remand ni matam hek loi ba masay matungda akiba panglabad kongjang sing tangsilak kan hai base police team apam da phong na thamle makoi mathau tau ain hai base mi ba ngang ka mane mi ba mangan na banate mi hali ba phanga bane makoi mari khanga bane asi phau da interrogation tau bangam da hai base police ke kwai da ga tau na asoi ba man hai base ye sigi mai kai da thamjare pamjari basina makoi ni katna hai di masigi ma manungda mastermind oi base kana no masai puthok na makoi ni heta lo shaloi bi abro.
Jelliangrot United Committee Manipur Valley condemns the intimidation of Dr. Linda Marangmei, Associate Professor in the Department of Medicine at Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, RIMS, Imphal. According to report, unidentified miscreants allegedly throw a suspicious package containing a letter and 3 live bullets into her Regailong residence on December 30 night. Speaking to media at his residence in Regailong today, Committee President Maibom Phaumei described the act as unacceptable intimidation against a healthcare professional. He warned that such action could have serious repercussions, including damaging the doctor-patient relationship. Maibom Phaumei appealed to stop such acts, stressing the need to ensure a safe and secure environment for doctors and medical professionals to carry out their duties without fear.
Jelliangrotgi Parjamia Masumasi, Dr. Linda Toriba, say a 2 women handok pew, Masigumbagi, treat over Copa, Wasina, we approve and pola oil, Patavan Hena Lakani, Aduna Madu Muta, a Queenusi Sanana, Leminaraga, Amaga Mating Panaraga, Dr. Singi Pambia, Wakan Relay, Peasants in Giki Pambia, Blake Havido, Adom Desan Simbasina, Jelliangrot United Committee, a Pambani, Masi, Smite Punam Asi, Fanabagi Tung Koina, patients in Imung Sinsiga, Dr. Sinsiga, Squinting Sanana, Sabina Kibuduna, a Manipur, future leganically.
Enforcement Directorate Imphal Sub-Zonal Office has issued its second provisional attachment order, attaching asset worth 33 crore 66 lakh rupees in connection with an alleged Ponzi scheme involving MS Birla Emporium Private Limited, MS Ira Finance Private Limited, the director Yumnamt Irabanda Singh and others. As per an official press release from the ED dated January 1, 2026, the case relates to the alleged cheating of nearly 5,000 gullible investors by promising high returns on deposit. The ED action follows an FIR registered by the CID Crime Branch Manipur. With its latest attachment, the total value of the asset attached in the case now stands at 61 crore 68 lakh rupees. Investigation revealed that the defrauded funds were used to acquire several movable and immovable properties in the names of the companies, their director, associates, and family members. Further investigation in the case is underway. Security forces continue to conduct search operations in the fringe and vulnerable areas across district to maintain law and order. Security team recovered several arms and ammunition during search at Langdum, Nungzengbi area under Iribul Police Station, Imphal District on December 31, 2025. The recovered weapons include 1 local metal point, 32 pistol weight magazine, 1 12-bore SBBL gun, 1 rifle, 2 number 36 hand grenades, 135 ammunition rounds of different calibers, 2 lathwood shells, 4 Pompey shells, 6 magazines of different arms, 3 detonators, 4 7.62 mm charger clips, 1 tube launcher, and 2 Baofeng wireless radio sets. Security force arrested 1 suspected arms smuggler with ammunition on January 2. The apprehended person is 35 years old Karamani Meitei of Thongzu Part 2, Pichu Lampak Ningombam Leirak, Imphal East. He was arrested from his residence. A 9 mm pistol with a magazine was seized from him. All India Trade Union Congress Manipur State Committee announces its support for the nationwide general strike called by All India Trade Union Congress on February 12th against alleged violation of labor rights by union government led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring news on 24th Foundation Day celebration of Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur, DESAM. Keep watching Impact News.
Sangai tutorial kwa kathel gi class 9 amasung 10 foundation course ki class lakliba January manga lishingani kunga taruk taki hauzaragani matam sangna taki experience leiraba ningthina khanghairaba oja kayana takpi tambiriba coaching center ni akupa marol gi damak sangai tutorial natraga sangai hostel kwa kathel ningthem kol da lakiduna tanabiu
Caesar Winter ENT Camp 2026 Anoba Chahina Lakpaga Iroinana Caesar Hospitals ki Center of Excellence ama oiriba Department of ENT na Hauzik Phaupuda Mioi Lak amaga lishing taruk hena Laing Jakraba amadi lamdam asigi mafhum kayada Outreach Camp changwa hena pangthokhibaga loinana lakadoriba 2026 ki chahi haurakpa asigi January tarik manga dagi tara phauba free ENT consultation camp pangthok chagadori adomna nakong naton amadi khanauga mari leinaba nungaitaba leibiragadi Caesar Hospitals Langol amadi number
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur DESAM observed its 24th Foundation Day at Jawaharlal Nehru Manipuri Dance Academy Auditorium in Imphal today under the theme Cultivating Change from Education to Action. Addressing the occasion, DESAM President M. Chamorsid said the organization has been working consistently since its inception to strengthen the education system and promote positive social change in the state. He asserted that education is not merely about degrees or employment, but a political tool that can lead to either freedom or to enslavement. Stressing the need for collective effort to ensure inclusive and meaningful education, Somerset said it is time to question whether the prevailing education system in the state truly facilitates an individual's right to live with dignity. He assured that the Sound will continue to initiate programs and activities aimed at empowering students and addressing emerging challenges in the education sector.
Education haibasi sukna khaki aikoigi lamdam sigi ayamba miyam gi wakhal khaliba thabak ama phangnanaba sumnagi ai mahi adu phawba tamme haibagi oiba saktak bagi nataba tasengna aina tamiba mahi sina aigi leibak gi aigi khunai gi kari thodang lawgodoino haibana singbasing mayam si punna khangminaba adugumba lonana masibu hena session khangnabagi damakta mama pa oibasing oja sing aduga Section Kudimakta Mia Masibu Hena Gyan Tamin Nabagi Oiba Adumba Tongan Toma Thong Gasu Baikat Nava Sem Sajari.
DESAM Jiribam District Council also observed its 24th Foundation Day at Jiribam PWD Guest House today. Social activist and Buddha Chandra attended as chief guest and Tokchom Chantos attended as president. Speakers of the program, including founder member W. Premchand, highlighted on the prevailing condition of the state education system and need for concerted effort from the people to improve the system. The program was attended by representatives of different CSOs, Mera Paibi, and students.
Knowledge something like them, come the light of a market like a 3 to 3 good job. What is it to put now? What is the one on the city with Namini? Meet a car, Namini, one Canada. I should have idea. Come to the light of her. Come to the Canadian. None of the passion also, no great completely Canadian. The holy man, who you got, I don't know. You might want to watch him. I see what they
A book titled Bukai Langai Laktagi Saknairaba Saknairabi Singi Wari, authored by Haikam Jadumani, was released today. Kairao MLA Laurimbam Rameshwar, All Manipur Working Journalist Union President Asem Bhakta, Vice Chancellor of Manipur University of Culture Professor Paunam Gunintro, and other prominent personalities attended the release program held at Manipur Press Club. Speaking on the occasion, MLA Rameshwar expressed hope that the book, which highlights the lives of the eminent personalities of Manipur, would benefit the public, especially the younger generation. He urged writers to produce more works based on the state history and folk tales, and assured support for initiative aimed at providing an accurate understanding of Manipur's history. Author Haikam Jadumani said the book documents the lives and contribution of 35 personalities from different fields and was written to inspire readers, particularly students, through their achievements and dedication.
Some Alamana, Wari and Tambiramba, Wari Mamlay, or the Mating Mamlay using Jet. sugum wari khara ihan ningba phunga wari ta da khazu mateng mateng kuma khara koi tungi mirol da khangba da ka wai hujik koi India da sumang ai ngasi koi history je lana tamu budi koi da mangja mayam lei bai ta India da la ba koi Lalanda University ga na koi Bihar da mayam tamma ka da ngasi China na phawri koi mayam lei mayam je akoi na di nang ujada bai ta sumba wari mayam ma khara ibina ba amukan hajari
tongan ba masak nairaba moi kunthrawa gi wari sida moina piba message akoi gi horok liba naha singda kamai toraga phil khuding makta mai pakpa oigani haibagi tongan ba mogi character sumthokna ba message yaw ba dugumna ba article singni mayamna hariba larik se amamung tang pabiraga larik sida ba piriba message lobiraga tungi khunai da afaba khunai ama porok bangamna ba pandam da ina kitang hona jabane.
Laimerold Korzai called Laikol today commemorated eminent writer Khaidem Pramodini on her 102nd birth anniversary at a program held at Maichau Tarit Auditorium, Wangkai Yonglang Lera. Speaking on the occasion, Laikol President C.H. Subadini remembered Let Pramodini as a pioneering woman writer who helped women carve out a district space in literature. She highlighted that Pramodini was also a founder member of Laikol, a women's literary organization, and had dedicated her life to literature, politics, and social service. Subadini stressed the need to follow the ideals upheld by the late writer, particularly her commitment to the upliftment of the women and the underprivileged, and her vision of the equality between hills and valley.
Manipuri side nupi singi achoba thongna ma aibi singda thongna ma mana pibiram dana nga sidi ekoi aibi singi ekoi magi mafam ma kan bangam jare aduna masisu achoba ekoi adugumbi lamyanbi singi ekoi Khaidem Pramodini koi adagi thoibi amadi sanai membe binodi na ekoi na pibiram ba adugumba thongna duni aduna ekoi na matam supada sugumba lamyanbi aibi singbu Cultural
activist Narendra Ningomba underscored the importance of dialect, culture, and discipline in human society, stressing that these elements are vital for progress in the global race for advancement. He was speaking at the closing ceremony of Children's Winter Camp, jointly organized by renowned dance and Thangta artist Nausek Pomt Daina and Manipur University Student Union Musu. The camp, which began on December 24, 2025, witnessed the participation of around 180 children and students. Speaking on the occasion, Narendra Ningomba lauded Musu for taking initiative to organize the winter camp. The concluding program featured dance, music, and Thangta performances presented by participating children, reflecting the skills and cultural awareness gained during the camp.
Culture yaudana prithivida aikoi leibak ama mating leiba leibak mo obi yaroi ko phane yamna sakhupa je culture digi makhapu na chawol kadoni ko culture khangraba thachi khasi litraba Magi mapa mapu masak khangraba adum misak sing aduna kai do mung no obi yaroi isag irol musiba tamudabani ai irol ai tambir pu yana hana ima ko ima pa ida tambir pa che Madugi lolo madu ngangi gay madu nungsibo ng mingay maray pag maramdam nungsibo ng gadabali.
Winter camp masi ako'y kanagumba senthang amtadagi abdi organization amtagi adagi NGO amtagdagi mogi makhadagi senthang nogjaraga pangthok jaba nachade ako'y wakan mahanaba ako'y karana punjaraga pangthok jabani aduga exam lorpagi break summer gi break winter break atam break ta hariba camp masi pangthok jaba.
Mayalami Development Organization donated rice and other edible items to IDPs living at Samaro High School Relief Camp. Mayalami Development Organization is an umbrella body representing 16 Meitei and Meitei Pangal dominated areas of the Wangai constituency. Organization Secretary M.A. Brahman Khan assures continued humanitarian assistance in the days to come. As part of nationwide Hunger Free India initiative of Lions Club International District, which began today, Hunger Free Week program was launched at Samaro High School Relief Camp in Imphal West. Several Lions clubs, including Lion Clubs of Kanchipur, Kanchipur Centurion, Kanchipur Greater, Kanchipur Palace, Kanchipur Unified, and Lions Club of Singsamay organized cooked meal distribution as part of the week-long observance. The program will continue till January 11. Second Foundation Day of the Apunba Mairapaibi Hairok was observed today at the community hall of Bamon Laikai in Hairok Part 2. Member of the Administrative Committee of Hairok Jila Parishad Moirangthim Drasmani, Assistant Teacher Laishram Joy Kumar, Chairperson of the Hairok Municipal Council, Laishram Nungshi Sana, Hairok Part 1, Gram Panchayat Pradhan, Thokchom Pramsit, Hairok Part 3, Gram Panchayat Pradhan, Ohong Sangbam Jugindro, Hairok Police Station OC, Lemopopum Amit Kumar, Hairok Apunba Club Advisor Moirangthim Rameshwar, and Hairok Apunba Club President attended the event, among others. As part of the program, elderly persons above 80 years of age were honored and presented with gifts. "22-year-old Sanabam Atoy from the Yeribok Yambem, Manipur, has won Miss Trans Northeast 2025. Born to Sanabam Inaucha and Sanabam Ombi Ibimcha, Atoy emerged as the winner among 16 finalists representing various northeastern states at the grand ceremony held on December 24 at Das Vivanta, Guwahati. BSCPL KSIPL JV company has released a press statement informing the public that Ibudau Marjing Polo Farm Road will remain closed from January 5 due to road construction work. According to the statement, receipt payment, short panel concrete SPC will be laid on the stretch of road from the downhill side of Haingang Ibudau Marjing statue up to Haingang Matai Chingya. Now the sports news. Both girls and boys team from Manipur won runners-up title in team event of 29th Junior Boys and Girls National Sepak Takraw Championship organized by Sepak Takraw Federation of India at Lovely Professional University, Punjab. In junior girls team final, Kerala defeated Manipur 2-1 in the first regu and 2-0 in the second regu. In boys team final, Delhi overcame Manipur 2-0 in the first regu and 2-1 in the second regu even. In the 5th MNCA Super Plate Cricket Trophy, PCC Mayai Koibi and MPSC Manipur recorded impressive wins in their respective league matches. In the 15th league match played at Model Higher Secondary School and Oriental College ground today, PCC Mayai Koibi defeated CDCC Sakolban Salam Lekai by 45 runs. All-rounder TB Cost of PCC Mayai Koibi was named man of the match. In the 16th league match at Kangabo Public Ground, MPSC Manipur defeated WYC Tabal Wangkemp by 25 runs. Gelson Taulant of the MPSC Manipur earned Man of the Match award. 15 teams from across Manipur divided into two groups are competing in league round matches. 2 league matches are scheduled for tomorrow. Kripsa Uripo Kangchup Road and NBCA Takil Kongbalt won their respective matches in the ongoing 30th Imphal West 2nd Division Football League. In the 8th league match played today at Pasoi Batu, Pamyalan Ground, Kripsa Uripo Kangchup Road defeated TSFA Top Sifai 8-0. And in the 9th league match, NBCA Takil Kongbalt defeated Thao Thamaiban 4-0. In the 10th league match of the Football League, Thao Thamaiban will play against IMA FA on January 5. Preparations are underway for semi-final matches of the 10th MNCA Plate Cricket Tournament, and the 63rd league match of the tournament and the Manipur Cricket Association played today at Lairinzam Public Ground. YPHUC Lalambund, who batted first, were all out for 151 runs. In the second inning, YWC Patsoi managed to score only 133 runs and closed the match by 18 runs. In the match, YPHUC Lalambung's all-rounder Amit Kanta Saikont became man of the match. In the 64th and last league match of the tournament played today at the Moising Public Ground, RRCC Chorchampur, who batted first, managed to score 158 runs by the end of the innings. Shedo Thamwebant, who batted last, managed to score only 87 and lost the match by 71 runs. RRCC Chorchampur all-rounder L. Praveen Kumar was named man of the match. The semi-final matches of the tournament is slated to commence on December 6. The opening semi-final match will be played between YACS Kut and IBSC Yumnam Laikai, followed by PSC Kuyatong and KSDO Kongpal. YPHU Warrior Lalambung defeated Cyclone Thammaiband in the 22nd Manipur Veteran Cricket Tournament. In the 38th league match of the tournament played today at Langtabal Public Ground, YPHU Warrior Lalambung defeated Cyclone Thammaiband by 5 wickets. YPHU Warrior all-rounder Kumar Kanta became man of the match. 21 teams are competing in the 4 different groups in the tournament under Manipur Veteran Cricket Tournament. LCC Lamsant will play against KSDO Kiamgai in the 39th league match tomorrow. Jinkai Hunba Polo Club has emerged victorious in the 20th Women's State-Level Polo Tournament. The tournament is being held under the supervision of All Manipur Polo Association at Mapal Kangjebung, Imphal today. In the 8th league match, Jinkai Hunba Polo Club defeated Linthuinganbi Kangjaitluk by 8-3 goals. For the winning team, Nilu Rajkumari scored 4 goals, while Emt Bizenti and TH Tana scored 2 goals each. For the losing side, Deventi scored 2 goals and Ranzita added 1 goal. A total of 5 women's teams are participating in the league round matches of this ongoing tournament. In tomorrow's 9th league match, Assam Rifle Polo Club will take on the NPSC Polo team. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. More than 2-hour review meeting on Manipur held, but state future remains uncertain. Centre may extend precedent rules or restore popular government as reports from various reliable sources differ. Manipur government freezes all administrative boundaries across the state from January 1, 2026 to March 31, 2027 to facilitate census operation. Boundary freeze aims to ensuring smooth and accurate conduct of census activities. Enforcement Directorate issues second provisional attachment order attaching asset worth 33 crore 66 lakh rupees in Ponzi scheme involving MS Birla Emporium Private Limited, MS Ira Finance Private Limited, Director Yuram Iravanta and others. And Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur marked 24th Foundation Day on the theme Cultivating Change from Education to Action. Desam President Samorja states education is a political tool. Education must ensure right to life with dignity. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipur Bulletin. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Mahiroi amana mahi tambagi punshi tangkakta nursery KG dagi doctor engineer